Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. Sitting next to Mike Brenner, and this is the MLB Odds Couple show for Friday, June 17th. Mike Brenner on Wednesday. We had an ugly day, a bunch of losers. Thursday bounced back with a bunch of winners. The ups and downs. Let's throw up the record. You know, nicer to be coming off of an update. But again, you're never when you have a bad day, you know you're not really that bad. When you have a good day, you know you're not really that good.
And when you have a good day, you know a bad day's right around the corner somewhere. So we're just going to chug along, Pistol Pete, and stay positive.
All right, so here we go. We got a full card on the Friday card. Can't even talk right now. So many games. All right, well let's start with we got two big favorites that are I don't know, a little bit tempting and compelling. The Cubs and the Mets. Do you like either of those, Mike Brenner?
Well, I got to go with the Cubs, and I'm just going to tell you, Pittsburgh's in a bad situation right now. They've lost 7 of 8 games, Pistol Pete. All right, if they do not get something going, they are absolutely going to have no shot. So I think Cubs take advantage of that today. And Arrieta was so solid in that bounce back game last time out. I think he does the exact same. They're at home. It's an early game. Early games in Chicago spells home runs, baby. I love it. I'm jumping on the Cubbies. First half run line.
Oh, first half run line we don't have, but we can give you the Pinnacle, the Heritage opener if you want.
We'll go with Heritage. Okay. How about the full game run line, Pistol Pete?
Full game run line we don't have. We can give you the Pinnacle opener if you want.
Well, that's what we'll do. First half, I'm going to go with Heritage. Full game run line with Pinnacle. I think they just keep it going.
All right, I did read some reports that the wind might be blowing in, so runs might be at a premium, but we'll see. If that means that the total's low, that means that these the lines you get will be higher. All right, and no interest in the Mets as a big favorite.
No, unless Syndergaard's on the mound again, and I know he's not. Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. The Mets, he's the only consistent pitcher I've really seen right now. So with that being said, now they got some issues. They're going to be trying to replace David Wright. I'm just staying off of that one. How about you?
Atlanta has started to hit a little bit recently.
Really
I mean, they've got some young guys who are maybe picking it up just a little bit to respectability. So I'm tempted to take it.
They're not auto fade anymore.
Yeah, I'm tempted to take it, but I guess I will hold off. I'll give one play right now, which is a play that I'm kind of really liking. I'm not sure how much, but Colorado, John Gray's starting, and he's big arm, big prospect, and doing pretty well. Usually does pretty well on the road. Now the big X factor here is Conley, who's starting for Miami. He is a young guy who's way up and down. Sometimes,
too up and down for me.
Sometimes has no hit stuff. Sometimes gets hit pretty hard.
Very well said.
Who knows?
And again, they're bats, Pistol Pete. They just. Oof.
I could get burned, but I am going to take a shot with Colorado on the first 5 and Colorado -1. The first 5 line is -105 at Pinnacle that I saw, and then the -1 line I'm going to take on the full. The money line is at the Greek -101, and the run line will be at Pinnacle and Heritage +160. So that should add up to be about +130, and those are my
How
two
you
picks.
Keeping up with all that, Pistol Pete? I'm over here just confused as hell.
I'm taking Colorado -1, about +130, and Colorado on the first 5 innings -105. All right, Mike Brenner, what else do you have for us?
They're playing that in Coors Field, right?
They're playing at Miami.
At Miami, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, another one I like, and I think it's just going to be a solid play. I'm going with Toronto today. All right, they cashed big for me yesterday. Sanchez is on the mound. This is a revenge game for him. He got smacked around by the Orioles Sunday. So
4 home runs. Wow.
Exactly. And I like it because of that spot, and plus I just think Michael Wright is
usually very hittable.
Exactly. Toronto's bats are just clicking on all cylinders, so I'm going to ride with that full game money line. What's the full
All right,
game?
I did read that Batista ran into the wall, right?
He ran into the wall, but I heard he's probably going to be a go. Yes.
Okay, all right. Full game what? Full game
money line.
Full game money line. We can give you at BetOnline and sportsbetting.ag and the Greek and Intertops -140.
Okay, I'm going to take that. Full game money line Toronto, Pistol Pete.
All right, -140. Just that one play on it?
Yep, not down that one, yep.
All right. Now, here's another one that's interesting. Seattle's going into Boston, right? Seattle's a very good road team. Boston's a very good home team, though, as we know. It's Iwakuma against Elias, which is a tricky matchup. I'm going to take a shot with Seattle on the second half line, -120 I saw. Iwakuma's been definitely getting hit.
Yes.
I'm tempted to take the over in this one, which is 9.5, but I'm not ready to pull the trigger on it as of right now. So, it's about 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So I'm going to think about that a little bit more, see where the line moves, and think about it a little bit more. But I'm tempted to take the over. Iwakuma should be pretty vulnerable. Elias as well. But I'm going to take Seattle on the second half -120. Have anything to add to that game? Or
well, no. I want to stay off, Pete. They kind of bit me yesterday, and it's not because of that. I think they might be in a little bit of not a funk or nothing.
Right.
I don't know. I'm just going to stay off.
All right, another one that is tempting. You've been riding this guy Fulmer for Detroit over his last bunch of games, and he has rewarded you. He's been. I think he's on a shutout inning streak, isn't he?
He is. He's
just dealing.
He's only given up 9 hits his last 4 starts.
Yeah.
It's 9 hits. Pistol
So
Pete.
that'll regress. But I mean, the guy obviously has a live arm. And then we have Ventura for KC, who's
There's an up and
very
downer.
tricky. Yeah. He's actually coming off a good start, and
He's
he
coming
has
off a real good
historically
start.
been very good against Detroit, but he's no question about it, inconsistent at best. Do you like that game at all?
Yeah, I do. I like Detroit. And the reason being because Ventura, and I read the same stuff you did, Pete.
Yeah.
I dug in there, and he's very good against Detroit.
Yeah.
Coming off a great start, Ventura, but he's just got that capability to snap at any time. And when he
Yeah.
does, it gets him out of his, he loses his mojo.
And J.D. Martinez out for 2 months for Detroit. That's a big loss.
I know that. That is a big
Anyway,
loss.
you cut it. I don't know how much that. I mean, that's more of a long-term problem for them.
I know, no, it is, and they're going to have to replace
Yeah.
that. So some other guys are going to have to step up. And Victor Martinez. Well, I just think Fulmer. What's the full game money line for Detroit?
Full game money line for Detroit. We can give you at the Greek, Bookmaker, and DSI minus 115. Best line.
That's what I'm taking right
All
there.
right.
I'm going to go Detroit. Full game money line, Pistol Pete, minus
All right,
115.
and yeah, I guess I will go with you on that one too. I'll go with Detroit on the first 5 innings minus 120.
Ooh.
All right.
Ooh.
And,
you know what?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna stay off that.
Okay. All right. So you're on Detroit on the full game. I'm on Detroit first 5 innings.
Yep. I
Minus
got one other
120.
one, Pistol.
All right. Let's hear it.
I like LA today. I like with Shoemaker. All right. Shoemaker's on the mound.
yeah.
I know. But he.
How long? How much longer can that last?
I don't.
He's been Kershaw-esque almost.
I know. So I think it's going to last again today.
Yeah.
In Oakland with Kendall Graveman on the mound.
Yeah.
Oakland has scored 1 or fewer runs in 4 out of the last 8
Yeah.
games. Their bats just completely went silent.
Yeah.
And I just think this guy gives up a lot of home runs, Graveman. And Pujols has his eye. He needs 1 more for a milestone. So I think they get it done. What's the full first half money line and the full game money line?
All right. Well, the full game money line we can give you minus 138 at the Greek, and the first half money line we can give you for the Angels. Let's see, the Angels we can give you at BetOnline at sportsbetting.ag minus 140.
Fantastic. I like it.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I like that one as well.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of other leans that I have. Let's go.
All right,
Let's
go
to
over
those.
them,
Let's go.
Pistol. Go
Yeah,
over
all
them,
right,
man.
all right. First of all,
Got to ramp it up a little bit today.
First of all, gosh, it's Tampa Bay and San Francisco. That's a tricky game, right? Samardzija and Archer. Archer has been
and
definitely.
they're in Tampa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Archer has been, his last 2 starts were kind of okay. He got a lot of strikeouts, not that many walks. He still gave up runs, still gave up home runs. And, and then there's Samardzija, who had a run of good starts, got nicked up a little bit
Yes, he
recently.
did.
But San Francisco, though, is one of the top 5 teams in terms of ROI. You've been on them a bunch of times and
Sure have.
won with them more often than not. I'm going to take them on the second half.
I like it.
I'm going to take him on the second half. Probably be about minus 120
Because
or
if
so.
Archer's going to put it together, he'll do it early.
Yeah, he might. Look, I could get burned on it, but and who knows what? It's just that with both starting pitchers, probably they're going to have a good start, but they're both inconsistent. So I'm going to take second half, San Francisco on the second half. Do you have anything to say about that?
No, I don't, but I like that. I certainly like that breakdown, Pistol Pete. And Samardzija, he bounces back strong, and he doesn't. It doesn't matter to him if he's on the road or not. So I think today's a huge day for Archer to figure it out or
All right,
not.
well,
so.
we could end the show now, but there's like 3 or 4 other games I want to talk about. Let's talk about them, right?
Okay, yeah.
What the hell? All right, the first one. Let's make it interesting. Let's ramp this one up. This is one that I bet on the overnight, and I'm tempted to give right now, and it will break a record in our show for biggest underdog ever considered to be picked.
This is amazing. Pistol Pete
You
with
ready?
the big balls pick of the day.
Cincinnati Reds at Houston. Now, Lance McCullers is good. Lance McCullers,
Houston.
But he's had some control issues. This guy Lamb is one of those guys who struggled, but he has potential as any guy in the majors always does. He had a surprisingly
Didn't you
good
call him tomato can a couple weeks ago?
Lamb, he's close to it, and he's one of those guys who's had basically been hit most starts, except he went into Colorado and had a great start at Coors.
Which is rare.
Now the whole reason that I'm considering Cincinnati here is because of where the odds are. If I take him on the full game line, I could give myself at BetOnline at sportsbetting.ag plus 237.
Holy cow! Wow.
And on the full game and on the first 5 innings, which I'm also considering the line, I could give myself plus 225.
That's amazing.
Crap.
That's amazing. Who's on the mound for the Reds?
Lamb.
Oh, Lamb. That's right.
That's
Okay.
right. That's right.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know, Pete.
All right, you know what I'm going to do? It's probably going to lose.
Take a shot for the full game.
Yeah, no, it's probably going to lose. But Cincinnati has a tomato can full of bullpen full of tomato cans. I am going to take a shot though with Cincinnati on the first 5 innings.
All right. Hey, I like the confidence, Pistol Pete.
That's actually, yeah. No, I'm going to give myself the pinnacle opener, whatever it is.
You need to give yourself a tap on the back because you've been kicking ass lately, buddy. I got to talk
that
about
one.
that.
If that one cashes, I'll gloat. If it doesn't cash, if it loses, I'll probably say, why did I do that? But when that's a luxury being up units.
Yes,
You can take
it is.
shots with these big underdogs,
Yes,
which
you
is not
can.
something I feel comfortable doing when I'm
I
down.
like it. I don't think I might even throw a unit on myself. I'm not going to use it
Yeah.
as a pick, but I might throw a unit on it.
Cincinnati on the first 5 innings. All right, what else do I like here? Oh, an interesting matchup: Washington and San Diego. Now you had a great call with Washington yesterday.
Yeah, and if
they were
I'm-
traveling cross country, and I was thinking maybe that'll burn them. You weren't concerned about that. You got a winner with that one.
Yeah.
Joe Ross has a big arm, and Friedrich actually has been pitching well recently
he
for San
has.
Diego. Now San Diego has started to turn into a little bit of a hitter's park, but I'm tempted to take the under. I did bet it on the overnight line at 8, and right
yeah.
now it's there you go. It's gotten bet down to 7.5. What's your
Okay.
take on that game?
Well, I almost pulled the trigger,
Yeah,
but
I'm
today's
also tempted to take Washington on the
today's
second
the day.
half
I
line.
think they might be a little tired.
Yeah.
For real after traveling. So I'm just going to
Those
sit
are
off
big.
of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Gosh,
Yeah.
I'll hold off on both of those because San Diego
Okay.
has become a hitter.
It has
more
Petco Park,
hitter-friendly
buddy.
park. Yeah,
absolutely.
And then what else? Oh yeah, an interesting game in the
You can't stop them.
Yeah.
You can only hope to contain them.
the Yanks in Minnesota, Tanaka and Dean. Minnesota, the Yankees are not the kind of team. Look, I've been on them a bunch of times
I know.
recently and cash with them, but they are not the kind of team in general that I want to be taking as a big road favorite, and they're up to minus 160. So if you want to take a shot with Minnesota, one of the worst teams in the major, you get plus 150. What do you think about that?
I wouldn't
10-foot
touch
pole?
it. 10-foot pole, baby.
Yeah,
10-foot pole. Yep.
All right, and then one final one, Texas and St. Louis. That's an interesting game. Hamill's starting.
Yeah.
Texas continues to cash, right?
know.
One way or another. I had a winner with them. I had
Yes.
2 winners with them yesterday.
Yes, you
and
did.
If you want them tonight, you can take them with Hamill's. You can get plus 100 at Pinnacle. What do you think about that, man?
It was tempting. I looked at it. I almost did it. I don't know. Something told me to stay off. And I
Yeah.
don't even feel, understand the feeling, but it did. And I like Hamels. I really think he's steady. He's steady and he's productive.
All right, I think that's about it for me. Mike Brenner, why don't you review your
Okay,
picks?
I sure will, Pistol Pete. I'm going full game money line with Detroit today. It's minus 115. Jumping all over the Angels today. First half money line and the full game money line. I'm going with Toronto today. Full game money line and the Cubbies to get it done. First half run line, full game run line. The first half we're going to give you Heritage. Full game run line we're going to give you Pinnacle. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to keep the momentum going, Pistol Pete. We're
All
riding
right,
into the
yeah.
weekend.
There's a lot of leans I could throw out, but I guess for now I'll just stick with what I got right now.
You're still tweeting them second half,
Yeah,
right?
I'm tweeting
Okay.
everything.
Pistol Pete's tweet.
I had a second half winner. I tweeted out the second half over in the Golden State game last night. which was a
Surprise me.
casher,
Golden
which was a
State.
casher.
Let's not even talk about basketball right
All right,
now.
that's it for today's show. We are going to be back for tomorrow's show on Saturday, right, Mike Brenner?
Let's beat that bookie's ass.
Always on the go? Bet365 has one of the top mobile platforms in today's market. Sign up today and don't let your busy life keep you out of the game.